Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome back to InfraSpace, the Cube. That's right. And in today's episode, more cubes and more factories. You betcha. Of course, we're going to bring out a few more cubes, and we'll also have a look at all the new factories I've been working with, as well as some of the little bit of redesign tips I've done with them. So let's get to it. Okay, so here we are. We're back in the game, and of course our population at 34,292 with our 13 cubes. They're humming right along. Nothing too exciting. we don't want excitement, people. Let me tell you, it's bad. You know, last episode almost killed the city. It's not good. In this case, things are just bebopping along now, right? Just the way they're supposed to. But let's have a look. Let me switch the screen over here for you. And let's now have a look at some of the major expansion we got going on. Because we're going to bring on those 3 cubes today. It's not as many as 4 cubes, but at the same time, they are the next row in the series. So we got to bring them on. And at the same time, let's show you what we've been building. Okay. This is robotics in action, right? So home robots, you betcha. We have home robot factories everywhere. Yes. So this row here has 5, and it is doing row 1. Let me flip the screen around here so I can keep track of all this. So this row of 5 is doing row 1. Now, row 1 has 4 in it at the moment. That's fine. Then, of course, this row of 6 is doing row 2, and that has 5 in it at the moment. Now, the thing is about that is that, well, why do I have 1 extra factory for each of these rows? Well, that's because we're about to put in 2 more cubes right here, right? And what we'll do is I will allow these extra 2 factories to handle these 2 extra cubes in a future episode for this row 1 and row 2. Now, yes, I realize I'm putting the cubes in row 2 and row 3. It's just the way the layout of the land is. You got to work with what you got, right? Row 3 at the moment is using some of the 6 robot factories back here, but you'll now notice we have factories everywhere. So these 5 robot factories in here are going to be the new supply for row 3 here very shortly. And what's going to happen is hopefully you guys are going to... Oh, I didn't realize I still had this pause. I was pretty sure I had this running. Didn't I not have it running when we were watching the cars over there? Anyway, whatever. We're going to... Who knows? So we're going to let these factories get up and running, and then I'm going to take these 5 new factories intermixed in here and give them to row 3. Now, these 5 factories are probably also going to handle the 2 mini cubes I got up here on the hill, just to be able to take care of that scenario. Now, let's see. That leaves us currently 6 robot factories, though I do have room here probably for 2 more, so that'll be 8 robot factories. That should take care of this row here of 2. This row will probably get 4 cubes in it, and then I'll have to deal with whenever we get around to cleaning up this mess, right? So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, people. It is what it is. Anyway, so we're going to give that off to them. Now let me take you over to the other side of the world where we actually have been working on other stuff. Okay, so obviously we're working on more home appliance / computer factories, and I believe I did briefly talk about my new design, my latest design, at the end of that last episode. But of course, the new design is very compact. Allows us to kind of squeeze this in here even a little tighter than usual. So we got some of them down here. They of course are feeding row 3 and soon to feed row 4. And then up here, of course, we've got a bunch of VR education. These 4 here, of course, are feeding row 3. Right? Yes, you guys are doing row 3. These guys are now going to do row 4. So of course they'll do row 4. Not sure if I'm going to have them do the mini cubes or not. Haven't decided yet, because it could be a little squeaky. We'll see. We'll see if they can keep up when we put on the mini cubes. The mini cubes will not be as nearly stressful, so I don't know if they'll need a full factory. And if we have a look at these, by the way, let's have a look at these. So you'll notice, see, like these 4 factories, these four VRs are handling row 3, which has 4 cubes in it, right? But you'll notice that it does not use all of VR education in these factories. Okay. You'll notice, like, yes, we'll have a 0, and then you'll have a factory that has like 5 or something in it, right? But then you have like one of the factories will be almost full all the time, and the other factory will be like half full or 2/3 full all the time. So I'm kind of thinking that, again, for a cube, these are probably just a tad over-engineered, which of course I did on purpose, but that should mean I might get away with feeding row 4 plus the mini cubes on just these 3. So we're about to start hooking that stuff up, right? So of course, once I get that hooked in, I'm going to bring it back 2 or 3 times here just to see how things go, right? Like, I mean, hey, if it works out, it works out, and if it doesn't, well, then I guess I got to put a 4th factory down. So with that, let me get the cubes set up in the highways to service them and all the things, and then I'm going to cut you back in here and we'll turn things on. Okay, so we're here at our 3 cubes and they are basically ready to go, but we do have a slight problem. The 3rd cube in this row is dealing with a little bit of a mountain problem, so it's a little chopped off, but will mostly work okay. Of course, down here on cube 1, it too has a slight methane mountain problem. So we're going to have to, I thought I'd bring it back just to show you how we're going to kind of get around this little issue. So I've obviously moved the meat processing up towards the center, and because I do have a little extra room here on the left, I've turned the buildings sideways to hopefully be able to pull this little maneuver like this. And at the same time, this now means we need to do a little bit of this, like so. And I'm hoping that I can do this little maneuver like this, and then we'll turn it this way. Is that going to work? I would hope so. I'm hoping this will be fine. Now, of course, we'll put in a little bit of road connectivity like this. Yep, come on, game. I know, game. It's a lot. It's getting more painful every day. So, of course, obviously, we're pushing the game, towards 35,000 folks. We've got a lot of big buildings. We've got a lot of factories going on. And yeah, this is why I kind of have to do more cutaways and not a lot of building action on these videos now, because it's slow to build. All right, there you go. I know. We're canceling. I know. I'm going to try and pause it and speed it up just a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit faster. Come on, you can do a game. There you go. Yeah, everything's a little bit slower, but I have to run it sometimes because I got to build up steel and concrete. All right, so I think that's going to actually work pretty good for us. I am hoping to be able to put that in perspective. I don't know if that one should be out there or if I should try to sneak it in. You know what? Let's do that. I think I'll sneak it in on this side of the road and then just get rid of this. Yeah, that way it can stay inside. This one down here, I got a few more things to put in. I got a few more oxygen to put in the center here. I'm going to bring it back as soon as I'll get the highways ready to plug in, and then of course we put down the first three sets of corners here, first 3 neighborhoods, and we'll turn it on. See you in a sec. Okay, so we now have our basics up in these 3 cubes, and of course we've got our first block in, and they've already upgraded their first 2 levels. So as you can see, they've already done survival, food, oxygen, water. They're now wanting them home appliances, and of course we got to get them home appliances. So we have to hook together the highways of the byways to make things happen. So I'm going to hit the play button here. That way, as it starts to release vehicles, I'm hoping it will kind of not totally open the floodgates of destiny. May have to actually put together a little bit of a line work here. Obviously, by default, I mean, it does what it does, right? It takes its guesswork, which is hit and miss, and tries to guess something, right? So we of course usually do a little bit of line work after the fact, like this, right? No, you guys, everybody can keep going straight. It's perfectly fine. Yep, you can do that. Look at that. See? Same here. No. Nobody's turning left. Or well, right. It's right because it's on its way down, and you got to look at it upside down and all that stuff. Yeah. See? Look. See? Just do that. Awesome. What's going on here? You know what? I'm gonna let them two go. And I'm all right with those. What do we got here? Look, see, look, everybody can make a left, everybody can make a right, everybody can make all the turns. It's awesome. We allow lots of turns, and in the leg. Oh, the leg! I'm telling you, it can be painful. Okay, so everybody can make turns. It's all good. Let's move on down to this one. Same deal, right? It's like no. We allow double straight through. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. And no left turn there. Well, no right turn. It's no right turn. If you look at it, let me turn it around this way. See? No right turn now. It's perfectly fine. And we, straight through. We allow straight throughness. It's all good. No. We need you to do that. That's fine. What are you doing? Oh yeah, look at the mess on this, right? No, now, no left turn. No. And no left turn here either. No. We want you to go straight through. There we go. See? Yeah, straight through. You can go straight through. And yes, we'll allow them guys to make a right turn there. And then of course we'll come up here. Come on, keep up with me, game. No, I need this one. Thank you. There we go. Look at that. See? Everybody's going to be happy. All the cars are starting to arrive now. That's what happens. This is what happens, people. The traffic arrives. Things start getting crazy out of hand. All right, here we go. And that's why we got to get this done. We got to be having these cars being able to go wherever they need to go with as very little interruption as possible. So let's move down here to our third and final entrance. It gets intense, people. It's intense. All right, so this is all going to be turning in, right? You're not going to mess this up. You know what? I'll actually allow that. And we don't allow that though. That would be a big nope. And then we do this and we do that. No need to cross lanes like that. That's perfectly fine. No, what's this left turn stuff? No. Come back here. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And we're gonna get rid of. We're gonna do this. And we're going to get rid of this funny line there. We're going to do... Come on now. Get across. There we go. And we're across there. There we are. And, of course, we're going to fix these lines up here. We're going to let you guys do that. And we're going to let you guys do this. And that should now fix everybody up. Of course, the lag is going to be terrible. But, it is what it is. Not much I can do about it. Not anymore. I mean, we're at the point where lag is inevitable. It's just gonna happen, people. It's just gonna happen. No. Thanks for asking me about the schools, but I don't need any right now. So of course we got home appliances. They're upgrading. 38 seconds. Let's see if we can hit the fast forward button and not move the mouse, and see if we can upgrade them a little faster. What's really sad is that, like, even running at double speed, it's literally normal speed now. and normal speed is kind of like 0.5 speed. That's where we are, right? Of course, habitat is full. Yeah, habitat is full. No, you were about to upgrade, Sir. You were about to upgrade. What is going on? Why are you guys using so much water all of a sudden? What's the problem here? Do I need to be panicking? No. Everything is fine with water. So listen, everybody upgrade, people. Everybody upgrade. Like, I don't know what it is you're doing with all this water, but you guys had better fix this. Anyway, I don't know what it is they're doing. Obviously the computer people are going to start showing up here in a second, because that's what happens, right? I mean, you got half of these guys, they're upset because I don't know what's going on. The game does weird things sometimes. Hopefully they're getting some water. Well, they got water. They've been getting water, so give them a little more water. They're good to go, right? Anyway, I'm going to bring you right back, and then we're going to have a look at more upgrading. Okay, so now that we've got the first neighborhoods done, all level 6, they're looking pretty snazzy. Magnum, he's got the whole scene under control. Magnum takes care of us. Magnum is taking care of a pretty crazy city going on here at the moment. And, we're running at a full speed, which is legging it out pretty hard. So we're going to cut that back here for a second. Magnum, he's handling things. Things are getting handled. So with that, I think it's time we slap in more neighborhoods. For sure, because that's what we do. Now, of course, we want to expand the neighborhood to neighborhood 2. Yeah, we'll be back to fix you in a second. Blah, blah, blah. I know. Gosh darn it. There's a lot of lag going on here, right? So, you're trying to get the most to click. You're trying to get neighborhoods to get up and running within a reasonable time frame. Because obviously you don't want to be waiting too long. And at the same time, it's like the most clicking. The most clicking is so painful at times. But, we want bigger. We want more. We want more bigger. Bigger, more, and bigger. So, to get all that bigger and more stuff, it is what it is. So, of course, we're going to get this in here. That's a double click. I'll fix that in a second. Yep, thanks a lot for that, too. I appreciate that. Not really, though. But we'll fix these all up in a second. It's not the first time. Obviously, this neighborhood's a little bit smaller just due to the capacities of... We're going to take that out of there to get another house in. Just due to the mountain formation that we have going on here. There isn't really much I can do about that. I don't think I can fit a house in there. Really? I can't fit... Why not? What's wrong with this? I got a road in there. I think you're full of lies. Okay, well, let's fix the houses that we do have so as we at least get them up and running. Put it down. There you go. And yeah, I know that you've got one stacked on top of you. That's never going to help you, dude. Okay, so you're having an O2 problem. Are we having an O2 problem? No. I think the O2 problem is probably a pipe problem. So let's have a look at that. No. Yes. Yeah, I forgot to run it down this side of the street. That's fine. There we go. Look at that. Just fills that pipe right up. There we go. Looks good, and that takes care of that O2 problem. So we've got our second neighborhood in, but of course you've just seen a montage of the first neighborhood going up, and I'm not going to worry about that. What I'm going to do is I am going to make a montage of the very last corner here. So once I do this sixth and final neighborhood, I will do the final montage, and then of course you're going to get to see what the results are. Where are we going to stand with the housing? Where are we going to be a population? Well, let's have a look. So with just 2 people left to go, we have 41,394 here we have in 16 cubes. Well, I don't know. Would you call it 15 and 4/5 of a cube? So that third cube is missing like about a neighborhood and a half because of the mountainous rock that's going through it. That being said, though, it does not seem to be hurting it any. It is maintaining everything just fine. And of course, the other cubes aren't being affected by it at all, as each cube is individually run. And the nice part about that is that no cube has no real interference over any other cube. Now, that being said, they each line of cubes do get shared resources. And we're just doing that just to simplify all the road networking that would be required to supply individual cubes. That being said, if something were to happen, we could actually individually supply cubes as needed. But everything seems to be working out so far. And of course, with 41,000 in the bucket, of course, we're going to be moving on. So what is the next adventure? The next adventure is obviously the next row of cubes. But at the same time, I may also try to bring on the additional cubes for the second and third row. So we now have that extra room over on the far left, and I might try to squeeze in 2 cubes there. We do have the 2 mini cubes up on the hill, and of course the 2 cubes that are just behind me here. If we back up just a little bit, of course, we've got these 2 cubes, which we also have to bring online. So that would be another 4 or 5 cubes, depending on depending on numbers. It's a whole lot of numbers, right? It's a numbers game. What can I tell you? So with that's where we're going on the next episode. I'm Max. This, of course, has been InfraSpace Cubed, and yeah, we have some cubes, and it's very stuttery now. It's getting more painful all the time, but that's okay. I'll stash up some concrete and some steel, and we'll build some more factories and some more cubes. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.